Okay, we will start our class today. We will continue what is left from yesterday's. Yesterday we have set up our system and we have tried to create a table and see it, insert values into it. So we will continue further today of the same thing. I'll share my PPT. Okay. So we will see about the data types. We'll try to insert some values and do some alteration today in today's class. Okay. Before going to do anything, we will learn about the data types. So any languages, if you are going to use it, it is going to have the data types, right? How you are going to write your language so that computer will understand, and the particular programming language will have that norms and the syntaxes to instruct your MySQL server or your any language like Python or Java, how your code will look like. Okay, what are the variables you will you're going to add? Here in this case, it is going to be attributes and what type it is. Okay, based on that, the size will be allocated in the memory. Okay, so the types, basic types, same like in other programming languages. It is having numeric type, date and time, and the string types. Okay, three types it is having: numeric, date and time, and string type. So numeric types we know it, like integers and big int. Actually here there is tiny int. There are other types also like tiny int. Yesterday for integer we gave int as the type, right? Likewise we can also have tiny int, uh, small int, medium int, and big int. So it all differs from the size as sizes. So, tiny int it is taking the same like character. Character is like character, but not a numeric value. Numeric value, I understand. No, it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the numbers. Whereas a character is a character itself, A, B, C, likewise. So same size as a character, tiny int can take. So when you think that your integer values, if for ID, it is going to take only one number or two numbers. Okay. Then if in this value range starting from 128 to 127 range, you can give the space. Okay, 1 byte it will allocate. 1 byte means it can take the value from negative 128 to positive 127. It means only if you are going to restrict your ID number between minus 128 value to 127. Anyway, ID we will not give it in negative. Say 0 from 1 or 1 from or 1 to 127. Then you can think of giving it as a tiny integer. You can declare the variable integer id as a tiny integer. Okay, here we will not say variable, we'll say field or attribute. And small int takes 2 bytes. Medium int likewise takes 3 bytes. Integer will take 4 bytes. This we know it. In any programming languages, normally integer will be of 4 bytes only. Okay, and big int will take 8 bytes. It is like a double value. Okay, but it is not with the decimal points. Decimal will be given in a different way. Okay, in MySQL that we will see. So this is some one of the example, like we create a table and we can also say what are the fields we have to have for the table, the column fields we have to give for the table. Later on, if we can add multiple fields to the table, yes, it is possible. During creation you can give the number of fields, or you can also alter the table and give the columns separately. It is also possible. Okay, and any SQL language it is possible. Okay, it will have the option to alter your table. Mm, The integer types are differ in their storage. We can choose values that fit our requirements. So that's what I told. Okay, while you're inserting, insert into table. Okay, this is the table name and the values you have to give pass. Yesterday we also passed the fields here. It is not necessary that we have to pass the fields. You can directly give the values. I will show an example in this also. Okay, so insert into values. See, they are giving 43. That is 43 is the age. Okay, here if you see age is table, 43 is the age. Age they give it as one tiny int. So tiny int will take the range from minus 128 value to 127 values. This is actual values. Okay, but when you are trying to give 128, then it is throwing error. Okay, because the end value can be only 127, so out of range error also it will give. So how we can find it anyway, like the programming languages which you work, whenever you compile it, it will throw the errors, right? Likewise, when you finish it with any statement, these are all statements we can say, or commands we can say. When you finish this commands with a semicolon and enter a hit, it will execute. If any error is there, it will throw it likewise. Okay, by reading that you can understand that what error it is. Yes. Float we can give it likewise. There is a way. See this way. We can give a precision for the float. See float you can give, and for if it is a decimal value, if you wanted to present in that, you can give a preci. It is a data type itself. A float is a data type. Float is a separate data type for the integer values only, that it is not mentioned in that. Float is also a data type. Decimals also you can give it. For the float values, if you want to give it in decimal, we will come to this little further. Okay. The float is also a data type. Floating values also you can give. Okay. For the more unsigned integers, signed, unsigned, you understand. No, signed means negative or negative integers. We call it as a signed. Okay, signed integers. Positive values we call it as unsigned. If there is sign, if any negative value is there, like minus 1 or minus 10, then we call that value as a signed integer or signed value. Okay, so unsigned value means positive integers. Positive integers means it will takes a value from 0 to minimum value will be 0, right? 0 to 255. In tiny int, it will take the maximum value of 255 as the value. Okay, from 0 to 255. What does it mean is, it is going to take 1 byte, right? Minus, if it is negative 128 to uh, 127. See, if you count this, it will become 255. Okay, because total number is 255 in between this. So 0 to 255 I'm saying. It is not going to take negative value. So 0 to 255 it will take. Okay, when it is unsigned values. Same like small int, medium int. Actually, this will be a way to give an. Now we can insert 0 to 255. Okay. Unsigned integer means we also have to press mention it in your, while you're creating the table or giving the value for the field. While you are giving the value for the date for the field, when you are giving the data type for the field, the data type is tiny int, and if you mention it as unsigned, then only it will take from 0 to 255. Otherwise it will not take, because here we have not mentioned, no, for age tiny int we have not mentioned whether it is signed or unsigned. If you don't mention anything, then by default in any programming language it will understand it as signed value. Okay, in Java also there is a way to give unsigned values. Unsigned means we are instructing the variable or the column name will only take positive values, not negative values. That's what unsigned is. Okay, here if you want to mention in MySQL, then you have to mention it as unsigned value, then it will take only positive. See, age cannot be negative, right? It will not make any sense if you have age as a negative value. Likewise, you can mention it. Okay, because someone will not accidentally enter some negative numbers into your database for that reason. If you enter negative value, yeah, it will show error. Since we made it as No, how you are saying storage is more? Storage is same. Number is not different, more. Mm, Prakash, number is also same. Same. See, it will take from minus 128 to 128. Between, if you count it, it will be 255. Yes, yes. See, actually, you don't have to give signed or unsigned here. Unsigned also you don't have to give. Only thing is the some of the fields, where we ensure that it should have only positive, like age field, and what other field we can say. Hmm. Roll numbers. So those things, if you ensure that, because some days you are handling the database, some other person are handling the database, and he accidentally gives some number as a negative. That's the reason. This is a very small use cases. Say in larger databases, you don't want somebody to accidentally enter negative numbers. At that time, you can mention it as unsigned. Otherwise, normally people won't store negative numbers or not. If it is a mathematical calculation, okay, you are going to store some calculated value into this into your field. Okay, that time the mathematical calculation is giving negative value also. That if you want to ensure that you don't want to store the negative value, you want only to store the positive value, that time you can give it as unsigned in that. You can ensure that. Okay. Okay, furthermore, so about the float is also a data type. Float, it follows the single precision floating number. This precision floating number is point after whatever the value we are giving. Okay, so MySQL uses 4 bytes to store the, if store a float number. Similar, sorry. Okay, MySQL uses a 4 bytes, the same like integer. It takes a 4 bytes to store a floating number, and double is another data type to store a double precision. Okay, a floating number. Double precision is 2 digits it will take, and MySQL uses 8 bytes to store the double. So double, like other programming language like in Java, it takes 8 bytes. Okay, if you wanted to mention the decimal numbers also, that you can do it. Okay, how it will be like this. In decimal number, m is the maximum number of digits, the precision. Okay, and the d is the number of digits to the right after the decimal points. So this m is the value which you can have it here, okay, after before the dot point. And whatever you are giving in the decimal point, right, that is going to be the number of digits after your decimal. Okay, that is also possible. You can also give decimal numbers likewise. Float is also a decimal number, but it follows a precision like 1. Okay, here if you see this table, the example table, create a table numbers. Okay, ID is tiny int, float data type you can use, and decimals if you wanted to give, you can give the decimal likewise. It means you can predefine your decimal how it has to look like. Okay, so inserting the values into it, and select star. Okay, this is the statement which will help you to list the values inside your table, whatever the table is there. Okay, don't worry, we will see it. I'll finish this theory part, then we will see it. Okay. How many data types means all other is whatever is we are using, no? String is there, numeric types we have seen, float, decimal is there, and something else was shown. Yeah, numeric, that's date and time. Okay, these are the data types which is there. Date and time, we will see it. Okay, I'll finish this first. MySQL has a data types for the date and time. Okay, to if you give a date, it will take your data as in the form of a date itself. Okay, like 2022, today's date is 9, month is 9, and the year is 7. Likewise, it will take. And the time you can specify, you can get the time also, you can specify the time also. Okay, See here, MySQL has another data type which is for storing dates and time. Okay, these are the types it is having. The timestamp also it will give. MySQL tries to interrupt the date and time in several formats, but the date paths must always be given in year, month, and day format. This order you should remember it. Okay, whenever you are trying to insert your date, okay, it has to be in year, month, and day format. Okay, automatically converts a date or a time to a number if the value is used in a numeric context. What they are saying is it is directly it will take the value of the date and give it as a number that we will see in example. Okay, the date is used to store dates, and MySQL retrieves and displays a date values in this format. Okay, YY, a month and a date. The supported range is from here this one to this one. Okay, between this one, like from the year 1000 to year 10,000 it is having, it is allowing the range. Okay, after that once we reach the year 1999 they will change MySQL or whatever is there that time. Okay, so this, the date time format how you can give is like year, complete year, month in 2 digits, and date in 2 digits. Okay, if you want to find the current date you can use this command, select current date. Okay, that it will show the current date. Okay, so I will show some examples in this, then we will move. In there is some more in the slides. Okay, when we see daytime we will see that. Before that I will show the demos. So everyone has installed MySQL, right, in your machine. So how do we exit from your MySQL prompt? Exit semicolon if you give it will come out of this. So how do I log into my MySQL prompt? Sudo as a root user I'm logging in. Later on we will see about the users and all. So MySQL is my server name. I give the username as a root, and I'm going to give the password also. Okay, hyphen p, it is asking my Ubuntu password, it is root password, it is I am giving it. Now it is asking my MySQL password. Okay, that I am giving it. Okay, I am into the prompt. So yesterday we saw about the engines and all, right? So I will show yesterday, we have seen the tables on all the formats. So I will see, show, mm, select databases. Which database I am in, I will see it first. Did I select any database? See, no database, I have selected it. Okay, so I will see what are the databases present. So show databases. Okay, semicolon, that's all. Okay, whenever you use the select command, it will be like open and close braces, it will be likewise. Okay, that you can remember it. And show databases, it will show the database in my server. I have created a student database. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about the engines. So I will also show you what are the engines present here. Okay, show engines command will show you the engines. See, these are the engines present. It everything will show in a row table format. Okay, tabular format only it will show. Okay, it is all showing right. My is lamp. InnoDB is the default engine. Okay, support default. It supports transaction, row level locking, and foreign keys, all these things. And some about transaction, some other information it is there, like SAS and all. Everything is yes. Memory CSV type, my IS lamp. You can change that also, but now we don't have to change it because we wanted to use this only. Okay, so what I will do, I will create a database and I will add some values into that and we will use it. Okay, so yesterday we have added some roll number and all. Okay, so I will select the database. When I have to go use a particular database, I have to use a student. Okay, so database is changed. If I wanted to see whether I am in that database, you will use select database. Okay, open and close braces. It is showing it as mm, student database which I am currently in. So okay, we can, how do we check what are the records, what are the tuples? Okay, records also you can say tuples or the rows which are present in the student database. We no tables first we have to see, no, so select show tables. What are the tables I've created? Show tables. Okay, it shows two tables, a sample and student information table it is present. So in order to list the student information table, I will give select star from student. So what does it mean? Select star from student, sorry, student info. Table name you have to give. Okay, select means it is going to select the table. Star means all the fields it will give. Okay, inside the student info table. In student info table, yesterday we added the roll number and the age or name, I think, right? That everything it will give. All the fields in the table. Fields means all the column names in the table. From which table we have to say it is a student info table. So select star from table, from table name, then it will semicolon it will give the fields added. Okay, we will, yes, no, described student info will give the uh, student in tables information like a description of the table. Okay, see, this gives the description of the table. What are the columns present? What are its type? Whether it is a null value. Okay, if null value is allowed or not. It means you don't have to give any value for any of the fields. For student ID, don't have to give value. Student name, you don't have to give value. Student age, you may skip the values. Likewise, that's why it is null. And keys like primary, whether it is a primary key, whether this student ID is a primary key or student name is a primary key or a foreign key or a compound key, all this information will be present in the description. And whether default value it should have or not. Default value means primary key cannot be unique, right? Even if the user is not giving any value to the primary key, it will take some default value. Okay, so default that time it will be not null, it will say it is a not null. Now it is saying null, default value can be null also. Okay, no, no. What I mean default value is defaultly if you don't give any value, then it will take null as the default value. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, I will show you an example and extra information about the table if the user is giving that will be there. Select means display the table. Yes. Select means select the table. Yes, right. Select the table and it will display it. No, no, no. Default null means it. You don't have to give any value for a particular field. See, if for the field it is saying null. If you don't give any value for the field, then the defaultly null will be written in that. Okay. not integer. It is for the field. Here it is. Only one is present. Say if I add, I will show it to you. Now I will add more. Say what does it mean is, say I'm going trying to insert some values. This is the insert command, guys. Yesterday we saw it. Insert. Just a moment. Okay, insert command I will write it and show. Yesterday, in order to insert a values to the table, okay, for each of the field is student ID, student name, and student age. If you want to insert a value, insert into table name, we have to give. The table name is student, okay, info, and we can give the field names. Otherwise, directly values, say I can pass the values like student id, okay, 102 I'm giving, and the name I will give it like Peter. See, name is a string where care will be represented by the string, okay. So I have to give it in a quotes, and comma, you have to give a comma, and student age we have to give it as some 35 something I'm giving, okay. Here I'm not this is the second field I'm adding it, okay. First already it is there is one field, second another one I am adding it. This is how you have to add. Insert into table name, values you have to give, and you have to pass the values in the bracket, okay, separated by comma. Enter it. It is added, query is okay, and one row is affected. How we can see it? Select star from student info, okay, to view it. So it is added with two values into that. So now I will I will add one more data, okay. While trying to add the data, I'm not giving this value, okay. I'm giving only these two values. This will give error, okay. So it will give error. Why? Because I have to specify here which are the fields I'm adding. If you are trying to add all the values into the table, then you can directly don't have to give the field names, okay. Student id, comma, student student age, okay. If I'm directly adding, you don't have to give the field names, okay. But here in this command, this in this insert into command, insert into student insert into student info command, I am adding only two values, which is nothing but for the student id and the student age. For student name I'm not giving it. That time you have to specify which are the fields you are adding it, otherwise it will throw error. See, now it is taking it, because MySQL engine, it doesn't understand if you are skipping the value, okay, which one it has to match it. See, now if I select and see, if you press arrow up and down arrow, you can recall the commands, okay. Select star from student info. See, now it is taking the default value null. This is what I mean, Prakash. Got it, no? Default means if you don't give any value, it will take null as the default value. And there is a way also. See, describe DESC student info. Okay, this default value also you can change it. Rather than giving null, you can make change it. That I will show. I forgot that command. Tomorrow I will show how we can change that also. O- Okay. Yeah. Yeah, defaultly it will take null, but as we as a developer or programmer, we can change this default value also, okay. If we, rather than saying null, you can give something like some value, some default demo or something. You can change the name, change the value also. It means if you don't give any value, it will take the default value and it will print it. Yeah. Okay, you are asking whether if it is an integer, how it will take. Ah, data type. It is based on the default value. Okay. Yes, because they have written like a null only. Always it will be null. Otherwise, you can change it. See, you are asking this thing also. Okay. Like age I give, and I give only age value as a different field. Uh, Integer value and varchar I have not given. That is ID and name I have not given. Then it will take it as a default null only. See, it doesn't. Sorry, select star from I have to give. It doesn't mean like based on the type. Okay, got it. Okay, till now it is fine. So we can add multiple fields into that and we will see it. Okay. Two values I have added 101, 102. So what I will do is I will also insert some more values. Okay, like insert. It is taking it one or two is repeated by the name student name, and student age is a different. Student age is also it takes what did I say? It will not take it. Duplicate values. It allowing it allows 1 minute. Same thing if I added Peter again, it is taking. It will allow repeated values. You can add repeated values any number of times. No problem. Can't we select a row with the index position? There is here it is not there is no concept of index here, Marial. You can select a row. Okay, select star, select a particular row and see it. When we are seeing select command that we will see extensively. Okay, select star from student info where there is a where class, okay, that we will see when you are seeing select where student ID. I'll just show you an example as you have asked. Student ID equal to 102, 101. Okay, particular row you can select it. It is not the index position, it is based on the field name. Okay, I enter it, then it will show only the particular row. Okay, that we will see it little afterwards, like how you can select multiple fields, multiple values, and always. Likewise, column. That's what I showed now. This is the column. Student ID is the column. Student name is a column. Student age is the another column. Okay. So okay, I will add some more details into the table. Okay, insert 1 minute. Okay. Insert into table name is a student info. You can give short names. Okay, no need to give a large and long names. 109, the name of the table and all. You can give some short names, and I will add some name like Chris, and the age as 20. Okay, it is throwing error because values I have not given. Okay, values. So some more like 104. I will add. I will give Maria name here and 22 something. Okay, this is also added. So one more also we will add 105 like Kavita. Okay, so multiple fields I have added one by one. Okay, and I will select star and select star from students info to view the data. Okay, so select start from student info, it is adding all the data. Multiple row data is also allowed. I will tell you why it is, I mean, what concept I was talking about, like why it will not allow multiple values. But as for this, the table will allow multiple values, like multiple 102s, it is allowing it. Okay, multiple fields it will allow. Okay, so I have added all the three fields. If you wanted to add particular fields, one or two fields only, that time how you have to write your insert table. Say if I wanted to add only name, okay, student name, and okay, I will write it and show completely. Okay, insert into table name student info. Inside student info, I will specify which are the fields I wanted to add. If you wanted to add one or two fields only. Okay, student name I will add, and student age I will add. Okay, values we have to give. Values is like student name, I will give it like some of your names I can give. I think Harul Raj, her name I will give, and age as some 20. Okay, so these two fields only will get added, student name and student age. If you can select, whenever we wanted to view the table, you will always give this command. Okay, select star from table is student info. Okay, so star means select star from table. What is wrong? Info I small letter. Say this will be like selecting the table. Table name is student info. Star is all the fields. That is three fields I have in this student info table. From which table we are specifying it. Okay, so it is like this. It will give. I have newly added Arul's name and his age into that. Okay, till now it is clear. Yeah, that I will show it now. Okay, till now it is clear for everyone. And every time you add a new value, it gets keep getting appended. Okay, appended means keep getting added in the end. Okay, here there is no indexing concepts and all. It will, you will directly access all the rows, columns, values also you can directly access it with the help of the name, field names. We can't insert in between. No, it is not possible to insert. See, it will keep up. It will keep added down. Okay, but while viewing, you can arrange it and view. See, while viewing, or you can do an order and all. Say, for example, student name. I am writing like something and all. If you wanted to alphabetically list it, that you can do. Okay, it doesn't mean like, it is not that array concept at all. There is, why I don't know why people thinking about array here. It is not array at all. Inside the middle you cannot add means, say for example I skip some value here, id. It's okay, 101 I added, 105 I add directly. You can add another value and you can see it listed below. Okay, maybe you can arrange it ascending order, descending order, that is possible. These data will be readable only by MySQL. Yes, it, we cannot read it outside and all. You can export it in Excel sheets and all that. I will show you. Those are all final concepts. Okay, so this is stored in database, and this data will be read like passing the queries. You saw, no? See, this is our client prompt. We are passing the queries. Okay, so it retrieves the value from the database. Database means actually the memory. Okay, memory layout. It stores the data and it retrieves and gives us to us. Okay. Okay, furthermore, what I have to show is multiple. Okay, we have added one by one all the data in using insert command. Okay, this we call it as a command. Select command, insert command, create command, we will say. Okay, and now we will add multiple values at a time. For that reason, what you have to do is select, not select, insert, right? Inserting into the table, insert into table. Table name is student info. In that, say I wanted to add multiple values like sorry, 105 I have added, 110 I will add, and its name something we will give our class students name only. Amalan, and age as some 22. And if you wanted to add multiple values, you have to give it a comma, okay, and then add the other fields like 109 comma Mahalakshmi. I will add Shmi, and age like 20. I don't know. It's simply I'm giving, okay. So three fields we can add, comma 108 student ID. I will give it as 108, and we will write Venkana Babu's name. Babu I will put, okay. Babu. And what we will do is it will be like a 23 something. Okay, that's all. If you wanted to add multiple values, multiple tuples or multiple rows, okay, then you can do it likewise. Okay, enter it, and it is throwing error. Hmm. You have an error in your syntax. What is the error value? Okay, I always forget to give this values here. Here you have to give values. This keyword I always forget. That's why it is throwing error. See, it is saying three rows affected, query okay, and values added. Records 3, no duplicates, and warnings, no warnings in that. Okay, then how do we list it? We can select star from table is a student name table, student info table. Okay, so whatever I have added, no, see, it is just getting appended. It is not adding in the middle and all. Okay, no need for that concept like middle. There is a way that you can order it by ascending or descending order, that you can do. Okay, so whatever I have added, it got added into this. Fine, right? Duplicate, yes, it will throw duplicate as a one. You can check that, Prakash. See, what I will do, I will again add a Amalan here. Okay, same thing. Okay, and I will add one more value for somebody like how to remove ma'am, that we will see it later on. Okay, we will go one by one steps. There are multiple commands. Okay, I think I should put a slide for that. Mm, like multiple commands are there, that I will put a slide like what are the commands. I will not one by one we will see it. Okay, we will not suddenly jump. It will, you will think like that, because as soon as you see the table, you will like, okay, we'll add, delete, remove everything. We'll go one by one. Okay, you can also experiment with that. Say again I add Amalan here. Amalan is already there here also, so three times already it is present in the table. I'm adding it now two times. Okay, we'll see what it is giving. Okay, something is wrong in this command. Okay, command is wrong. Why? Because semicolon I have I mean quotes I have not closed. So it is not saying any duplicates or not. Records added is to this duplicate, it is not showing. I don't know. I will check it and tell Prakash what is this duplicate. We select star from student info. It is giving all the added, but it didn't say any duplicate likewise. And I don't know what is the duplicate. I will check it and I'll let you know. Okay, so this is one way, and Okay, I will do this one. Like we will create one more table with a different data type. Okay, just a moment. Okay, we created a table with normally, right? So one more some more things I will show in create table itself. Create table is a command. Okay, create table. I will create one more table like numbers. Okay, and in that I will give some different data type we will give. Okay, id as tiny int, whichever we have in the example, and number num I'm giving field name as a small int. Okay, and float value we will give f value. Okay, as a float. Fine. So I'm creating a table numbers, uh, and I'm going to have a three fields in that table, three column names, which is id, num, and f value. Id is going to be of type tiny int, num is of a small int, and the f value is of a float type. Okay, so I enter it. So only table is created. We can describe and see the table. DSC is the small uh, short form for a describe, and then my table name is numbers. Okay, so it has created it. This is the description of the table. Fields are id, num, and f value. Type 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 is types are tiny int, small int, and float. Okay, likewise I have created it. So what we will do is we can add values into it. We will see that is out of range value it is showing, right? So we will try to do out of range portion. Okay, so if I try to insert a value into that, insert into numbers table, what are the values like tiny int, I will give some, say negative number is allowed because it is id. Tiny int, negative value I'll try to give. Okay, 116 something like that, and some value for num, uh, likewise I am giving, and float value 1.3 likewise I give. Okay, the space and all doesn't matter. Okay, for uniformity I'm giving it likewise. Enter. It is saying it is added. It means all this number which I'm giving it for each of the field id, num, and f value are allowed. Okay, or legal or correct. So we will select the table, select star from numbers table, enter. It is showing the value whatever we have added. Okay, now we will see the out of range. I sure know how it is working. Okay, so I will try to insert another fields. Let me know if I go fast or if you're not able to follow it. Okay, numbers is my table name, and values I'm passing. Say I give 115 some negative value, and this one out of range I'll try to give. Okay, some 7 8 something, and for uh, floating point I will give some value like 1.2 something. Okay, enter. Say it is saying out of range for column num. Okay, because it is a small int, right? A small int range, we have seen what it is going to take it. Mobile number will take a string, where care. String is where care, that also I will show. See, mobile number is 10 digit. No, it will not fit. Double anywhere it will not fit. Like in Java. Okay, Java, how we will write? In string only we will give mobile number. Okay, Marial. Big int can taken, I think. Big int is, you can try it with the big int. Big int is like a double only. No, no. Big int we can try. We'll try it now. Mobile number, like 10 digit number, we will create some table, or you only can try it. Create a table. Okay, give it as a big int. Here we are giving, right? And then let me know. You tell me tomorrow, Maria. Okay. See here, big int you give. Okay. Then see whether it is taking the 10 digit number. 10 digit number or account number 12, 16 digit number, debit card number likewise. Other card number likewise. Try. You can try. Int, that's what. See, if you don't say it as a signed, unsigned value, then it takes a negative to positive. That's yeah, it takes it. Int also will from minus to 1. This is actually a number, okay? This number you can give. Small int will take a number minus 32,768. Okay, that range if you can see, what does it mean? This number if you convert into binary, no, that many bytes it will can store. That's what. Okay. So, but as for small int minus 32768 to 32767 it will take. But when we what the value, the value which we have given is 45678. So it will not take it. It will says out of range, and it will not add into our table also numbers. Okay, guys. So likewise you can test it. So maybe if I give the value within the range, like what is the range? 32767 then it will take it. It is allowing it. Okay, so I will select star from numbers. It is taking the number value 32767. Okay, what else I will show now? Okay, for the character string types, we will create another table. Okay, like create table. Table name I will give it like person, and I will create like a PID small int. Okay, name of the person we can give it as name. Uh, okay, we will have like first name, last name. Okay, first name as uh, I can have a character of two. Okay, I say like four characters, and last name as varchar. Okay, some 20 characters. Likewise, also we can give it. Okay, so I created a table, person ID as a small int, first name as a character, four characters only it will take, and the last name as some 20 characters I have given it. Okay, I'll enter it. So this we know it, no, right now itself we have added. So I will add some values, insert into table is person, and in that I will give it as ID 01, and the first name as four characters I have given, no, like I will give it as Jaya, and the second name as Ma- okay, my father name I will give. You can give anything you want. Then one more field I have to add. If I have to add one more field, I will give colon one. Okay, comma, sorry, comma, open. Second field I'll try to add, and in that I can give somebody's name like this. Okay, and this as some five characters. Okay, then one more field if I wanted to add, then I will add it as 03 or 02 only it will take, but it doesn't make sense for us. So this I will put it as Cody, and again same thing likewise. So three fields I have added into the person table, but it is throwing error. Again I missed that values. Okay, it is saying too long. It is giving an error for F name too long. Okay. Yeah, Rahul is too long. See, it will take only four characters. Okay, enter it. Now it is taking it. Uh, Select star from person table. Okay, it is having all the names. So F name, what is the gist here or the understanding here should be whatever the characters we are giving it, four characters only it will take it. And varchar will take 20 characters. So now you people can tell me what is the difference between character and a varchar. Do anyone know the difference? One more thing I will do, then you tell me. Okay, one more thing I will give. Um, I will insert one more value. I will write a command here. Okay. Yes, sir. It will take a, integers also. Insert into person table. Okay, values. I gave the character for, I mean, varchar 20, right? Okay, what I will do is 03 I will add, and I will add some other name like what I will do. Some, okay, Kavi, and I will give the name like Chennai, go to Nilite. 20, more than 20 is there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, this has more than 20 characters. Okay, can if we can count it, it has more than 20 characters. Normally, what it should be doing it should throw error. L name is it is throwing error only. Okay, variable length. What is the difference? Okay, there is a difference in that. Okay, it will take like characters will take this fixed length, and for varchar also will take the fixed length only. Okay, only the difference here is why when we have to use a character and a varchar. Mm, 1 minute. So character also takes two as the numbers. Okay, it is not like only varchar takes it. Characters can also take numbers. The only difference between character and varchar is if you give 4 as a size, it will be like taking the values till 4 for the characters. Okay, if you give lesser also it will take, but whereas a varchar you can give the specified length like it is a variable like 50 50 you can give as a variable length. It works similar to string. Okay, see string you can keep increasing, no, you can give a variable length like 140 you can give varchar of 140, like email addresses and all. If any contents you are going to store it while creation itself, you can give this values to 50. Okay, from one value, one character to 50 characters you can give. It's like a variable length, whereas a character is of a fixed length. Okay, another difference is character they say, but I will check the difference. It looks static memory location, and this will take a dynamic memory location, they are saying it, but I'm not very sure. You can give less also characters. Otherwise, you can give it in varchar also. I have a difference, but that difference doesn't give me the proper result. I'll show you what is the character and this one. Just a moment. Maybe you can also Google through it. Is it visible? Yes, right? About character. This document I will share. It says that a characters abbreviation of a characters. It's a variable characters. You can give it. Character stores the strings of fixed length. Even fixed length means more than 4 characters you cannot allow here. Whereas varchar, it is of a variable length. Variable length, what does it mean is it can take up to 50 characters only. Okay, but this is not the difference actually, correct difference actually. One other difference is it takes memory, static memory location, dynamic memory location, they'll say. It means after storage also you can increase the values of the varchar. Okay, and it takes 1 bytes also, and each value in the varchar will take 1 byte. We can use character type when we know the length of the string, and if we are not sure about the length of the string, then you can go for uh, varchar. See, actually, when it is the length of the string is small, say for employee example, if employee id, if you keep saying like it is of 4 characters only, you are going to give only 4 characters, that time you can go for characters 4, you can specify it. But when it is like a name or email ids or some content, then you can go for the characters. Okay, and also if you say like mobile numbers, it is going to be of 10 digits all the time, then you can give directly characters, no need to use for the varchar. Okay, and the character data type can be used when we expect the data values in a column to be of same length, and if it is of variable length, then you can go for varchar. But in character also you can store it, but varchar is very handy, it is like string only. Okay, normally we use string nodes to store variable length data, then you go for the strings likewise. Both will take numbers, sir. Character also will take numbers, varchar also will take numbers. Okay, so this is one example about that. Okay, so what we have inserted in a person table. So these are the things we have inserted in a person table. This is an example about a string data type, that is varchar data type, which we can use it. What else is there in this? Okay, that's all in this. Now what we will do, we will move to how do we see the date. Okay, current date and all stuffs. So in order to see the date of your machine or of your server, then you can give select curr date. Okay, this you can give, but this function is wrong. I think this is wrong. Okay, this is not curr, this is a cur date, open and closed braces. This will give the current date of your uh, today's date, it will give current date. If you wanted to see the current date, so I will share again the slide. Okay, not this one then. Okay, so current date we have seen. If you wanted to select, say for example, in a particular this date and time is there. If you wanted to select only the date portion and display it, then you can give select date. Okay, and add date adds a days to the date, and it returns the calculated value. What if you wanted to add some date, some calculated values from the current date, then you can do add date. Okay, you can, there is a command like add date that will add you no no what it will do is you give a date, and to that add date you wanted to add like 8 days, then it will add 8 days to this date and gives the value. Okay, so you can create a table with the dates also. Okay, insert values into the dates. This we will see. Okay, I will show this one. And after that, date and time, dates are displayed in this format. Year. Okay, you can see this example. It will be like it will be like a year and a day, month and the date. Likewise, it will show. And current time also, CURTIME. If you do, it will give the current time. And select start from dates. Values, how you can add, add it. And about the time how it will be showing, it will be showing like hours, minutes and seconds. Okay, this one is hour, this is minutes, and this one is seconds. Okay, these are the difference, you can see time difference. Okay, there is another way to see the time difference between one time to another time. This is hour, minutes, and seconds time to another difference that you can give. There is a time diff function. Okay, these are all called the functions here. Okay, whatever we put to open and close braces are all functions in MySQL. Okay, then this will give the time between uh, time in the selected date. Okay, time difference it will give. If you pass it without colon also, it will give the time difference. The date time value contains both the date and the time. Date time value, this function will contain both the date and time. Okay, the range they are saying, this we have seen the range, no, starting from the year 1000 to ending in the year 1999. Don't worry, I will show the example. I'm just reading through the slide. Okay, so that it will be complete. Okay, day name, if you wanted to find whether it is a Tuesday or a Monday, likewise also you can find it. See, instead of colon you can give likewise. That's what they are saying, it multiple ways. Okay, MySQL displays a date and time in only one format. Any punctuation character may be used as a delimiter between date parts or time parts. In your case, see, punctuation character, this one you can change it and use it. That's what they are saying. The year is a data type. Okay, year is a data type used for representing the years. Displays year in YY this format. It allows us to assign values to year columns using either strings or numbers. The allowable range is from to 19 not 1 to 2100 you can allow. This is illegal, or 0 is allowed. Illegal year values are converted to, if you are giving the year value something other than this, then that will be converted to 000. Okay, select year from the current date, then you can give it as select. Okay, I will show it, don't worry. So about this is string, that's all. Okay, we will finish date and time, then we will come back to this. Okay, I will go to that demo, and in this, okay, current date we have seen, select current date. We will see the current time also. It is, so this is a function. Okay, this is a function in MySQL. We can also write functions that are different parts, that advanced part that we will see it later. So current time it will give, it is 11:45. This is giving the server time. Okay, this VTE lab it is running, so it is giving the server time of the uh, where this VTE lab is running. Okay, not the current time which we have in our machine, but the server time. Okay, guys. Then what else I will show? Okay, we'll see the date. Okay, select mm, date function in that. Say for example, from a particular date and time, I'm going to find the date alone. Okay, say if I'm giving 2022 and today's date it is 09 and 07, and I give the time I will give it as hours, 11 hours 51 minutes and 00 seconds. Okay, likewise, and it should be in the quotes or double quotes, anything is fine. So what this command will do, this will command will take the particular date in this value and gives us the result. Okay, enter. So it is going to give the particular date. Why I am showing this command is this, actually the date is a function. Okay, inside the braces you are giving the value. Later on in your code, in your sorry, not code, SQL query, maybe you wanted to find the date of a particular field. Okay, for that reason I am showing this command. Then if you wanted to add to my date some uh, the future date like a 10 and give the result, then what you can do, select date, add date function is there. Okay, in that I will give to my date 0907, add 10 days. Okay, this is 10 days. If you wanted to add some days and see what will be the day after that, that you can give it like this. Okay, 10 days. So 2022-09. Okay, it didn't add. Why it didn't add? Add the date. That's the problem. Okay, it added, sorry, 7 to 17 it gave the value as. Okay, then what we will do, one is like I will create the table, create a table, one example with create a table dates. My table name is dates. Okay, in that I will have an ID, tiny int, and dates. Dates field, okay, date field, and the data type is a date. Date or date time I will write. Dates only I will write, no? I will give it as in capital. Dates. Two fields I'm adding. One is ID field and another one is a date field. I'm creating a table dates. Name of the table is dates and I have two fields in that. Okay. I will see the table. Select star from table name is a dates. It is having nothing. Okay. Are you people following it? Right? Following, right? You're all following because then it will lose no use. What I will do, I will insert values into that. Insert into dates table. Yes. Okay. Values. In that multiple values I will insert like 1 comma some dates like 2022 09 and 7 today's date 7 and the second value something like different formats I'm showing it. Okay, 2022 slash 09 08 tomorrow's date. So how do we add multiple values? You have to separate it with a comma. Okay, then what I will add? I will add a 3 comma. Okay, I will show it one by one, this one. Okay, I added the date in this format. Added the date in this format, value 1 and this one. Okay, so I will see how it is added. Select star from table dates. It is added as first ID with the date. Say I can add this way also. In this, I will give like slash. Okay, I told no this this limiter can be any type. So I will add date like this. ID I forgot to change. No problem. Select star from date. See, even if I add the value likewise, it will take it as in this format only. Okay, so I can add it in another format also. I'll change the ID to 2 and this say I don't give anything at all. Okay, directly 2022 09 and 10 year, month and date I'm giving it directly, then also it will take it. Okay, that's the idea of this exercise. Like in whichever way you wanted to give, it will take it. So the data type for the date is, that is the date time is date. When we are creating the table, we give date as the data type. Okay, and one other thing is like say I give it as not 2020, directly 22. Okay, I'm not giving 2022. Okay, now how it is going to take, we'll see. ID I'm changing, that will also get into it. See the 10 9, the last one. I have not given 2022 for the year. I just gave the year, small short form of the year 22. Okay, then also it is inserting the value. Then one other thing I will show, like say I give 2022 and plus something, anything you can give, at also we saw, right? Then also it will give the value. See, one more is added with this value. Okay, likewise it is all possible ways you can give the date. You can play around with this and check it how it you can take the values, like 11 if I give, select star. Okay, so that the hyphen which we are giving between the year, month and time, you can change date, you can change it. Okay, then okay, so out of range we told, right, it we can take the values from 1000 only. So say for example, if I put it insert into dates, table name is dates, values, I try to add the value like a 6 comma 10,000. Okay, 0101. You understand, no? This goes beyond before the 10,000 year. But we told like it will take the year from 1000 to 9999. So it will take it, it will say incorrect value, date value, because we cannot give this value into that. Okay. If you try to add it with 1000, then it will accept. See, it is accepting because the range they have given, with that range only we can give it, because they don't want, there is no data before this, maybe they consider likewise. Okay, so about the time, uh, if you, okay, same date the thing, select, if I want to select the time from your date and time. Okay, date is 2022 0902. Okay, and the time is 11:59:00. Okay, if you want to select the time, then select time from this current date, then you it will give it like this. Okay, I will show you one thing more thing. Mm, Select time from current time. See what I'm doing in this statement is, I see here I have given the date and time. Okay, if I wanted to select only the time from a current time, okay, that is also possible. It gives the current time. Seconds it is giving us 15. Okay, is this okay? And if you wanted to find the day name, okay, what is the day name? Today's day name. This is the time, no, I have given in the select query itself. If you give a day name, then it will give today is Friday. Okay, here it is wrong. 02 it is. Okay, today's date if I give 7, then it is Wednesday. It is correct, right? Day name you can also take it from the current time. Select day name. Day name. Okay, guys. Till now, any doubts? Am I going fast? Now, what we are doing is playing around with the date data type using the select functions, right? There is a functions like time, day name, and what else is there? Date. Like from that, you can find the current dates, time, everything. You can find it. Okay, separately you can find it. Are you all following? Is this okay? Till now, it is fine. Any doubts? Okay, the difference also between the time you can find that I will show that the same function like select time diff. Okay, and say for example, I wanted to find the difference between 59 11 11:59:00 to some 01 12. I will give 00:00. Okay, time difference between these two time, then time incorrect parameter. Okay, comma I have to give. Okay, here I have to give comma. Then also it is wrong. Okay, I have not closed this quotes properly. This is one time and this is one time, right? See, it is giving the time difference between 11:59 and 1 and 12. Okay, likewise, you can check the time difference. Okay, maybe these are all useful later on in your commands. Okay, okay. One more thing I will show, then we can wind it up for the strings. Okay, okay. This about the strings character you can represent it with characters or with the strings. Okay, character is of fixed length data type. It can take only from 0 to 255. If you wanted to give if you wanted your column to have a feedback, okay, say I have a feedback form in that students are giving the feedback, and the feedback content if you wanted to add, obviously it will be more than 245 characters, like 500 characters it is allowing, then you have to go for the where care. Okay, if it is a fixed length characters, then you can go for character. Okay, how you can give this, I have shown it now the example. Okay, characters, create table that characters. This primary key I will show tell you tomorrow. Now you can leave it, and the character field will have like three characters likewise. So you can also insert the values, multiple values. It can take one character. If you give three characters, it can take one character, two characters, and at the maximum three. Okay, likewise. So it will say if you give more, then it gives errors. We saw that. And about the string, it can take it from 0 to 655, 6,000, sorry, 65,535 characters. Okay, are not padded when they are stored. Padded means what they say is, see, during storage time, mm, I can write it. Okay, during the storage time, if I give three characters, character type, I have given it as three, right? Three, three. So it will take, say, if I add a, it will be only a. This will be like padded with some zero or some data will be there. Okay, this will not be used. A B means A, B will be there, and this will be padded. They'll say it means it is reserved. It will be reserved. Okay, it will not be used by anyone. Whereas in the where care, this can be used if I have a value like what I say A B. Okay, but where care length I'm giving it as 5. Okay, and I'm storing only AB into that. AB only will be taken. Other remaining values, no, remaining spaces will not be reserved. Okay, that's what. Any other varchar string you can store it here. Okay, whereas when it comes to character, if you make a fixed length, like arrays only, in arrays you say like five numbers, five elements you can add, then that's a fixed length. No, even if you add four elements, the fifth element will be empty. Nobody can use it. Likewise, in the characters, if you are adding like if you are saying it is three characters, and if you are taking less than three characters, the remaining will be unused. It is reserved, nobody can use it, that space. Whereas where it will allow other strings to be stored also. That is the main difference. Okay, that's what they are saying it here. Okay, so create how we can do that, we can see, we have already seen an example in this. Okay, and you can also find the length of the name. Okay, say for example, first name they are giving the varchar of 20, but I store the first name like my name, like Cody I have stored. So we will not know. No, sometimes if you want to find the length of this name, then you can give length. There is a length function in MySQL. Using that, you can give the length of first name. Okay, this I will show it. Length of the first name field. What is the value it is taking, that it will show it. Okay, from which names it is. Okay, I mean, any doubts till now? Varchar column or stored in variable length. This save space. This you can understand, no? That it can save space. If it is a less, then other spaces will be used. Whereas character, it is fixed length. Doubts in, I mean, is this character and varchar is clear? Can you tell me? Then I will show about this length. That's all. With that, we'll finish it. They may ask you, tell me the difference between care and varchar. Where they will confuse us, they will confuse it here. If an interviewer is asking, even in character, even I got confused actually. Even in character, you can store less, but the difference is that space will not be reserved in the varchar. Is the difference fine? Venkana, Babu Shankara, and Amalan, and Buchelvan, Mahalakshmi, Maria. Okay, this length I will show it because actually length of a particular field value they are giving. This I will show it. Then with that we'll stop. Okay, so which table we are in? How do we see? I mean, which database we are in? How do we see that? Quickly write the command there in the chat box. How can we? How which database we are in? It's not show database. I am currently created tables, right? Many tables I have created. I will show you what are the tables I have created. Show tables will show me tables created. Okay, these are the tables I have created. 5 tables, and I am in which database I have created the tables. That is what, right? Your database is there. You created tables. Which database I have created the tables? Then how will I see that? Which database I am in. See, now we don't remember, right? After working so much, we don't remember which database we are in. We are getting confused. Then how we can see which database you are currently in? Come on, say it. How we can see what is the command to see the database? I showed in the initial portion itself. Show tables will give the tables. Show databases will give the database name. Show databases present in the MySQL server database name, it will shows. How do I know like which database I am working now? I am working on now. It is a select database. Okay, that's why I asked the question. It is select database. And that it will show which database I am currently in. Okay, you remember, right? We use the database, and we use the database means we are going to use this database. We create tables in this database. We do all the activity in the database. Okay, so which one we are currently in, you have to use select database function. Then it will show which database you are in. And see, if you list the tables also, show tables, it is showing the tables in student database. Okay, guys. Okay. My idea is to show the length. Length means which I think describe person table. I think. Okay, in the person table only, I have this is the person table, right? Show tables. Showed all the tables. One of the tables is person. In the person table, I have PID, F name, L name, and with the characters. Fine. So I wanted to show the length of a say for example L name. Okay. So length select ID is there, PID is there, right? No, length only will give. Length is a function of which field it is or L name. Okay. From which table? Person table. So it is giving the length of each of the field. Okay. Then I will also put select ID. Select ID this unknown column PID. It is not ID. See, each of the fields, each of the record, which is each of the rows, length of L name it is giving. See, I have to see the difference. I'll just minimize it so that it will be easy. Reduce the size. Okay. Select star from person table. If you see, this is the person table, right? It is having three fields, three columns. In the third column field, each one is taking which length value. What is the length for each of the string? I am seeing it. So for that, the command I am giving it is like length of the whichever the field you want to give from which table. Okay. So what happened? We can directly give like this. Select query we will work on. Okay. Many things are there with select query and all those things. We will work on that. Okay, guys, is this fine? It is giving the length of each field first from the first row, second row, and third row, all stuffs. Okay. So this is these things know about length, date, and all is there in the PPT, and some more it is there in document also. That document also I will upload it. See, the document is the old one. Okay, like names and all will change. Whatever I am using it in the class, and here or else will might be changing. But the thing is, the commands are all same. Whatever we worked on, it will be there. Like insert and all stuffs will be there. Name will be changing, table name and field names and all will be changing. You can refer that. Okay, that is all for now, and that is all for today. There will be exercise in this. I will post it now. You do it. Okay, only one more thing I will show, that the year selection I will didn't show. Say for example, I want to see only the year of a particular date. Okay, if you want to list it. Why we are all doing this, it will be useful later on. Okay, when we learn the full-fledged, I will show you why we are all doing this. Okay, say for example in your field you wanted to find only the year for every record, every row, then you can use this one. Okay, here I'm passing directly the year. Otherwise what you can do, you can pass the field name like L name. L name is not containing year, so some date if you are having dates. Likewise, you can pass it. Uh, okay, I will show it from dates table. See, it is showing. See, from the dates table, I am only uh, taking the year field, year of dates. Dates is a field name. Okay, it may be confusing now. Dates is the table. Select star from table. This is the table, right? The field is dates. From this date, I am only segregating the year from all the rows. Segregating the year from all the rows. Okay. So that I'm doing it likewise. Select year from what is the field name? Field name is dates, and the table name is also dates. So likewise, you can check it. Fine. Tell me, is it fine? How is it? MySQL class? Is it okay? Others, Amalan, it is fine. Anbuchelvan, Arul Raja, Mahalakshmi, Manigandan sir. Okay, we'll move on. We have so much to do with this. Okay. Okay, then thank you all. Any doubts you can ask, otherwise you can leave for the day.